Hello, that's Luciene. I'm gonna be presenting my project in Modern Honey Network. Basically, gonna talk about how I implement the Honey Network, and also gonna talk about the analysis and what you're learning from that. The technology is gonna be the digital ocean. We're gonna use to build all the servers in the honeypot. We're gonna use Ubuntu 18.4, and they also Splunk to analyze. And the service itself is gonna have 5 GB, and the honeypot is gonna have 1 GB. Just to have an overview, we're gonna implement 4 honeypots. Each of them has a number, sorry, 4 servers. Each of them has a number of honeypots. Basically, the servers are gonna be in New York, 2 in London, 1 in Frankfurt, and the 4 honeypot, they're gonna be pretty much spread between America, Toronto, and Europe, that will have London, Amsterdam, and Frankfurt. One of the honeypots are going to implement its P0F. It's not actually called the honeypot, it's more of a tool to collect fingerprints and be able to analyze which operating system software they are using. More used for reconnaissance penetration test. Dioneer, it's low interaction honeypots, so they don't really talk to the attacker, but they can copy the malware that they try to attack. And in Korea, they can capture the SSH internet connections. It's most used in the brute force attack to know the technology, the tools, and the scripts that they use for break this into the system. It's not, it's more like an intrusion prevention system, and they can collect real-time traffic analysis and then send alerts, and also they can apply rules just to filter what actually is an attack or just normal traffic. The first server, we could see that most of the attack was from Russia and Germany. And the interesting thing that actually the IP address was hosted here in Ireland, and the second one was the IP address top attacker was from Turkey. The interesting thing that actually, even though we have 400 honeypots, Korea was 53% of the attacks. Also have the 7 number 3 that per month they have 87% of P0F, and it also is interesting to see how most of the connections actually is for a cable connection, and then 3 of them they are using Linux. That's one here as well. The top attackers for the United Kingdom and then China. These are surveys in New York. So you check the news, you could see that many attacks from New York and China. It's like back and forth. So I guess that's why it's most China attack this server. And then the fourth one also was Germany. It's interesting to see how was the only honeypot the service in Germany, and they got more attack from Germany. The other ones you could see that it was more other counter attack them, but this one actually was more domestic attack, I would say. You could get some benefits for them more than honeypots. They are low cost. They can analyze different attacks, and they can implement a number of honeypots in the same server. It's much easier for analyzing to compare. And this Splunk is very good technology as well. You collect like thousands of attacks, so it's very important to have a tool that can summarize and to give an idea. And as Korea was the honeypot most attacked, I think the one very important mitigation is change the SSH on the port. The attacks already know that port 22 is the one for SSH, and so that's why they try to brute force those ports. So if you change, it's going to be a very good mitigation for avoid to be attacked. So that's my presentation for the Modern Honey Network. I hope that you could learn, and also I learned a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you.